We're back on air, man. We got Donnie Robinson right here. We're at the Metroplex BMX track in DeSoto, Texas for the USA BMX Super Nationals. Donnie, how you doing, brother?
Fantastic. Love DeSoto.
A little bit closer there.
A little bit closer to the mic. Love DeSoto. Love the way I'm feeling. Great weather finally this year. And my best friend, Jason Rogers. There he is. So doing good. Can't wait for the weekend.
So are you staying at the Rogers compound this weekend?
I am. When I come to DeSoto, Jason Rogers is my hotel. He always sticks me on a air mattress that loses air. So by 3 a.m. Tomorrow morning, I will be sleeping on the floor pretty much.
Now, how come he can't give up his bed for you? Is that competitive reasons? Because you're buddies, but at the same time, you got to race each other.
Well, we have spent the better part of 10 years in the same bed at races and hotels. So we figure it's time to kind of branch off and do our own thing.
You are straight, right?
Yes, we are. We're the best of friends.
Just want to clarify that, though. You aren't life partners or nothing.
No. Well, no.
Right on. All right, listen, by the way, we had an incident where you stayed at my house, at the Sunbrew house, several years ago, and you got stuck on a mattress. And I walked back in the next morning, I see the mattress that got the shape of your body.
Yes.
And I'm like, dude, did your mattress, did you let the air out? He's like, no, it just happened. It just naturally the air got let up. So I got to tell you, man, I thought you might be a little bit mad at me for that. You seemed to be pretty cool about it. We had a house full of people, though.
Well, normally people think that I'm I'm going to call me a prima Donnie. That's not really the case. So, yeah, but the big joke is stick Donnie on an air mattress because it's probably going to lose air and he's going to not complain about it. So,
yeah, and what was interesting, though, but now, like I said, we had a house full of people. You chose to go back there again, though. I believe you slept there the second night, too, didn't you?
I did. It was good. It's a BMX house. It's a
okay.
It's as long as I have clean sheets and a clean towel in the shower, I'm good to go.
All right. Well, you weren't complaining, man. I just thought you were trying to stay away from the rest of us, man. A bunch of scrubs.
No, it's all good.
All right. Well, let's talk about what's been going on since the Olympics, man. 2008. Tell me about Donnie Robinson because it's been 4 years now. And what's probably the coolest thing that's happened because you were in the Olympics and you got a medal?
I just the whole road to the Olympics and what has happened after has just been unbelievable. I mean, there's so many things that I've been able to be a part of and sponsorships that I've gotten that it's almost mind blowing. I can't even think of everything. I mean, being on whether it was like Mad Money with Jim Cramer or Oprah or
hold on, you were on those?
I was on those.
Okay.
I wasn't really on Oprah. I mean, I was on it, but I was in the back.
Okay.
So nobody really saw us.
Dude, shut up. Just stay claim to it, bro.
Yeah.
No one knows.
But
you're on Oprah.
Yeah, so I'm being on the McDonald's Cup. Like, all that stuff was
that was pretty cool.
Yeah, unbelievable. So, like I said, I can't pick one thing. I would have to go back into, like, a journal and kind of pick out the coolest thing. But the opportunities that BMX has given us, and then obviously, being in the Olympics and coming away with a medal, and I don't know. I did the right thing at the right time with the right people watching, and I kind of, I don't know. It was.
Now you've gotten married since. Were you married before the Olympics?
No, I got married in November of 2009.
Okay, so the year after.
Yes.
Is that because your lady put you on lockdown? She's like, what if something big comes from this? I better lock him down now, or how'd that come about?
We'd actually been together for 7 years prior to getting married anyway.
Oh wow.
So yeah, she was with me through the long haul. Ups and downs. She's stuck by me, and yeah, the past 2 or 3 years have been less than stellar. So she's still behind me and waiting for that upswing again.
Now I'm going to tell you something I know about you pretty well is that you're kind of an ambassador for the sport. You're one of the guys that goes out there, and when you're off the track, you're out there promoting something for kids. You're promoting the sport. You've got in fact, I mean, the last guy I remember having his own bike sold at a store like a Walmart or Toys R Us, kind of mainstream, was Stu Thompson. Are you the next guy in line? I mean, has there been a gap of that many years between Stu Thompson and you? Was there any other bike out there sold?
I don't know. Well, first, before you give me props, I mean, I think we're the same because what you do with Sunbrew and the promotion that you do, it's like, it's great. Like, I think the people that are in the sport and truly want to make it grow and not just in it just to be in it. I think those are the best people, and to go above and beyond what you think you only have to do. I mean, it's pretty much our duty. And as far as the signature bike and a mass merchant retailer, I don't know any, but I mean, I know there probably have been other people, but yeah, just that opportunity with Hyper, getting in Walmart, just making BMX racing more accessible to the public. And I think that now USA BMX is doing an amazing job, getting kids in the sport at a more grassroots level. And I think it's only up from here. But there's so much that we can do as riders and ambassadors for the sport that, like I said, it's our duty and it's our passion. So why not help other kids who may not ever have known about the sport, be able to come in and enjoy. And I mean, this is my job. I mean, I've been riding a bike for 22 years. It's unbelievable. So to give other kids a chance to come in and experience that is priceless.
Yeah, I think the cool thing about you, though, is when a sponsor's signing up Donnie Robinson, they're not just getting the racer. They're getting the man, okay? And you're a guy with a lot of good qualities, okay? Like I said, you're out there promoting the sport, so they're getting extra coverage because when you got the Monster logo on your hat, okay? When you're, out of school or somewhere, you're liable to have that M on their hat, and here's a great guy doing good things. Yeah, he's a good, he's fast on the track, but he's also setting an example for young children out there. I mean, parents must love you. I mean,
some parents love me, yes.
So it's like I said, for a sponsor, looking for a rider, you're definitely the whole package. A lot of guys get up there, they do it on the track, and then off the track, they forget who they ride for. You don't seem to do that. You seem to go the extra mile with every sponsor I've ever seen you work with.
Well, again, I mean, all riders are different. We all have different personalities, and I mean, ultimately, we want to win on the BMX track. But what we all have either realized in the past or will come to realize is that sponsors are what keep us going. I mean, we wouldn't be out here with the sponsors without the fans supporting us, without USA BMX. So it's something that I've realized, like, hey, you need to give above and beyond more than what the sponsor gives to you, because, I mean, that keeps the sponsors around, that brings other sponsors in, that teaches other parents, other riders, kind of how to promote themselves and how to carry themselves better. So I'm not saying that I'm the best example out there, but I just try to do my best for the fans, for my sponsors, and you know what? I'm out here, and we're gonna say living the dream. But it honestly is the best feeling in the world and the best sport in the world, I think.
Well, I've noticed there's a lot of riders that have this sense of entitlement. What can you do for me? And it used to be, here's what I'm going to do for you. Will you sponsor me? And but like I said, you're one of the guys in the sport that's always stood out to be that kind of guy that goes above and beyond. So, well, let me talk about Donnie Robinson. How old are you now, man?
I am 28 years old. Will be 29 in just a few months.
Now, do you feel like, are you at your peak? Were you at your peak? Tell me, like, physically, not on the track, what's going on, okay? I'm saying right now, physically, how do you feel about yourself?
I feel great. I hooked up with some new trainers, Richard Big Bird Matulia. Got with him in September, right before NBL Grands, and it's just been great. I feel amazing right now. The people saying, oh, you're past your prime, or you can only go this far in the sport. I mean, us riders are taking it to the next level, and when I get to look at riders like Robert DeVilde or Christian Besserine or, Kyle Bennett, which, he was prime time going great at 29 when he made the Olympics last time. He's 32 now. I'm fully expecting him to be in the hunt for the win this weekend. Like, I looked at Kyle, and I'm like, man, he's the one that keeps progressing it now. Like, he's the next one in line. Like, how far can he go? And then, when he decides to pull the plug, I hope I get the chance to say, well, how far can I take the sport? So mentally, I feel young as ever, which I think is the most important. If our bodies hold up, that's great, but mentally you got to be totally in it and still driven to make a difference. And I'm there, and I feel great, and I just hope that things will start getting better, but I'm feeling great right now.
It doesn't sound like we're going to see you in Vet Pro in the next 6 years.
I definitely plan on racing Vet, I think, because
I said we're not going to see you there.
No. I hopefully for not a while longer, but when I do race Vet, I got some good paybacks for Jackal John Purse.
Do you?
And
okay.
And Stumpy, he said he might come back for some Vet Pro action with me. So yeah, I'm in it for the long haul. I love this sport. Doesn't matter if I'm racing, AA Elite, Vet Pro. Like, I wanna make an impact and do all I can, and I'm gonna run it till I can't.
And let's go that route. Donnie Robinson, you've lived the BMX life for how many years now?
It'll be coming up on 23 years in August.
23 years. You know nothing but BMX, right?
I know stuff other than BMX, but mostly BMX. Yes.
Okay, I mean, it's your major. How's that sound?
Yes, exactly. A lot of what I know is because of BMX as well.
So where do you go? And let's go to the future. Let's fast forward. 15 years from now, I'm talking to you. What are you doing? Are you in the industry?
I think I'm a model. I think I'm modeling in 15 years.
No modeling?
I think so. I think I could totally do that now, but not really. So after the sport, I get the question a lot, hey, what are you going to do after the sport? You only know BMX. You never went to school. What are you going to do? Are you worried? I'm not worried. I've met so many fantastic people within the sport that have places that I can go. I mean, whether it's in marketing or some form of PR or whatever, like I have built a great relationships with people that keep me going in here. It's like people always think that you're self-made and if you're a champion that you got there, but the reason that people are successful is because of other people helping them, and I'm so thankful for those people that are in my life. So I have things to do, but honestly, another passion that I have is youth mentoring. I started a little program, and it started around the Olympics, just going to elementary schools, showing the kids, my bike, telling them about BMX, showing them my medal, and that was cool, but I ended up connecting with this guy in Florida, Jason Jones, who had a youth mentoring program of his own, and he was like, hey, Donnie, I would love to have you kind of join me and kind of do this thing, like in conjunction with your races, just go talk to schools and invite them out to the track and everything. And so I absolutely love it. It has grown into going to middle schools and high schools and just talking about life. Obviously, trying to tell them how great the sport of BMX is, but what I've learned in BMX is I don't know, just it promotes a healthy lifestyle, and that's what I'm out there to do. Is the kids have such a tough time nowadays. I couldn't even imagine going through it myself now. But they have such a tough time, and not many positive people to look up to. I mean, their role models may be not really good for them. And I know the cool thing about BMX is there's such a diverse rider group out there. Whether you got me, who's the clean cut guy, you have Nick Long or Kalen Young, who's got tattoos. There's so many people that look up to us, and not one kid is going to gravitate to one person. So it's great to have so many personalities, but it's up to us to promote a healthy, positive lifestyle. Hey, you can do whatever you want. You don't have to do the bad things. It's just what society claims is, or kids think that it's cool nowadays. I don't necessarily think that is true. So this youth mentoring deal is great. I've actually hooked up with another one of my friends in AA Pros, Tony Hoffman, who has his own Free Will Project youth mentoring program, and it's great because we did a school prior to the Disney Cup in Florida, and it was great because you had Tony, whose life has consisted of having great parents, but kind of falling from grace and getting into alcohol and drugs and everything. And then he was homeless, and then he got back into BMX, and it turned his life around, and he's now competitive with the AA's now. And so we're at this school, and you have Tony, who's got his story, and he's covered in tattoos, and then you have me on the other side, who's just clean-cut boy. So it's we both started in the same place with great parents, great foundations, the sport of BMX. He kind of fell to the side. I kept on the straight and narrow, but with our stories combined, it allowed pretty much every single kid that we spoke to relate to one of us.
Yeah. I can imagine so.
Oh my gosh!
Hey, just quick question. Any tattoos?
I have no tattoos. Don't plan on getting them.
How about your wife? She got a tattoo?
Wife, no tattoos. She's
clean cut.
Yes.
Okay.
You just got to look perfect. Not to say that it's just not my
well,
thing. It's not my thing.
For the male modeling down the road, you're going to need to do.
Yeah, possibly.
Less tattoos is better.
Maybe.
Wow. So I can see you being in the sport though, down the road, having your own maybe your own product line. Maybe someone teams up, calls you up, says, "Hey, let's do this, Donnie." I know you get your own handlebars.
I know. I've got TRP with brakes and fly with my handlebars. and obviously hyper with the bicycle. Yeah, I'm not counting anything out. You know, just like with my racing, it's like you never know what's going to happen. People are counting you out, and it's like, well, I'm not done yet, and I don't know what's going to happen. And I'm going to keep plugging away. Same with whatever happens after. You know, I don't like youth mentoring, staying in the sport. Like again, this is my passion. I don't plan on leaving the sport of BMX, so I don't know what's going to happen. I look forward to the future. Look forward to the present. Love it.
If you could, we're running out of time. But if you could tell the kids out here listening just one piece of advice, what would it be?
For the 3.5 kids that are listening to me right now.
Well, we got them online too now.
But that are in front of me. 4 kids that are in front of me, and then the people that are online. Can't high five right now. Okay, I can high five right now. It's honestly, go after your dreams. No one should be able to tell you what is or isn't possible. I know I've said this a ton of times before, but there are a ton of people out there who haven't achieved much, and they almost want to see you not succeed to make themselves feel better. It's not about bringing people down to a level. It's about raising people up and telling them, hey, like, just because I didn't go that far doesn't mean you can't. And I fully expect kids to be like, you 3 kids can be faster than me. Like, you can win an Olympic gold medal. You can have more bikes in Walmart and sell more. Like, I don't want to say, like, I want to be the most successful in history. I don't want anybody else to be there. Like, it's tough to say, but it's honest. Like, the next generation and the generation after that have so many possibilities, and it's all about do what you want to do, whether it's dancing or BMX or inventing a company that does better than Walmart. It's like, whatever, just do it. I mean, just because nobody has done it before doesn't mean that you can't.
Mm-hmm.
Well, cool, man. Thanks for the talk. Hey, Jimmy, you ever met an Olympic medalist before?
I have not. This is the first time around.
Man.
But it's just a bronze medal, so it's not that important.
No,
it's not as important as a gold guy, but...
Oh, that's something that I would definitely keep on my front row of things that I bring up when I meet new people. I'd be like, I might mention that medal.
Hey, I'm Donnie. Hey, I'm Donnie. Can you buy me a soda? I have a medal.
Hey, well, we're about to be done, but I got to ask you, what's the coolest thing that someone just... Has anyone just did something really... I know the ABA gave you a check probably unexpectedly one time, but anybody just walked up and said, man, I got to buy your dinner tonight or something, or anything like that ever happened? It's kind of like you didn't expect.
I'm sure it has. I can't really remember it.
No one showed up with a new car or nothing?
No. The thing that gets me the most is like when I'm not even expecting it, people just come up to me and are like speechless. They're like, oh my gosh, my kid can't... He's so shy right now because he can't believe he's meeting you. That freaks me out because I don't see myself as like holding myself in high regard. I see myself as just a kid out of the track, and I've done what I've done, but like I'm a normal person. So when people come up to me and are like in awe of me, that it's astonishing, but I'm so thankful for it. And again, like that's the reason I have to, kind of try to be perfect for everybody because I know I have a lot of people watching. So.
You're just another guy sleeping on a deflated air mattress.
Yes.
That's who you are.
I'm kind of fast, but I sleep on flat mattresses and stuff like that.
Well, cool. Well, listen, best of luck to you, Donnie, man. I appreciate it. I'm glad I can call you a friend, man.
Yes, you can.
Good meeting you, man.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah.
Good luck, man. We'll hopefully talk to you on Sunday, man.